from the altar. What's up, what's up? Hold on, I'm still fucking with life, I suppose. You give me a few moments to get it right, get it tight. What's up, y'all? What's up? I am the High Priestess Phoenix, spiritual healer, teacher, shaman. My chakras are on fire. Hold on a second. Shaman, seer, oracle, light worker, starseed, earth angel, prophetess, mystic, medium, and messenger of God. I am the Lilith reincarnated for the end times. Here with another message. Sorry, my back. I moved some energy around in there. That's not Palladian, that's chakra. That's throat chakra. Does somebody want to speak? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Amen. Hey, what's up, everyone? In order to keep up with me, you'll probably have to catch a video or two because all of my videos are a living testament, meaning it's not a closed book. It's an open chapter to God's greatness. So that's what that is. I come in here with the intention of teaching you something that we supposedly already talked about. But somehow it just keeps coming back to the surface. Surface crunchers. All right, so typically on Sunday I pull a bunch of light cards. It's a certain spread of cards. In between all of them, I didn't really pull any of those because I was guided to go a complete different direction with Melchizedek, and with Sacred Geometry by Metatron. That's that cube that's above his head. And I was also guided to speak of the Palladians, which is quite, okay, here we go, which is quite amazing because today I just posted, I saw it yesterday, and I was going to say something, but I didn't say nothing. And that's what I mean. That's my superpower. If you see something, say something. No, but it's more powerful when I don't. Because I saw something yesterday that it looked like they captured a portal in Tennessee, in Chattanooga. And that's exactly where I was drawn to. I drove through there, and there was something very spiritual happened to me through that drive. And that's why people go to the Appalachians. Anyways, they saw a portal. I saw it yesterday. I was like, wow, that's awesome. But then today I was on Facebook, and they said, undeniable portal in Indonesia. I was like, oh my gosh, they're seeing them, right? And then, so I couldn't find the post from yesterday about the one in Tennessee, so I Googled it, and when I Googled it, there was one that opened in Switzerland on the 808. I was like, oh my gosh, you guys. So it's kind of like, what does that mean? Well, I was talking about them and who they are, and I told you that if you believe in God, are you believing that this is God? Is God opening these portals? Are they portals to God or to another realm or to another universe? If they're not of God and they're alien, unidentified, is God not watching this whole thing go down? Is this foreign to his creation? Are we only one nation under God? Or is it like the whole universe under God's control? And what's he doing on planet Earth when he's opening all these weird things and showing you things you've never seen before? Things that they said were in the Bible. Things that they couldn't actually put in words. Things you can't see. I sound like the guy from Jumanji. Yeah, I'd be there too. They want to hunt me. They're after my inner child. Just kidding. Pretty much. Alright, anyway, so that happened. What had happened was, so I got pulled away, but then today, let's go back to the light. To the light, Caroline. Go to the light. We're going to try. So what do we got today? A bunch of cards. Well, none of them yet. Most of them, if you keep up with me, you'll know how to do this when I'm gone. You'll be able to, you'll feel it. You'll intuitively know that, hey, it's Sunday. I'm supposed to be pulling some of those cards that she says. Let me see which ones I got. And maybe you only have one. In the documentary, you'll see I start with one. And then towards the end, before I start my, really practicing, I'm able to do 10 cards in an hour. I'm really jamming through them. But then they become, I stop teaching them and I start living them. Whole different energy. So, let's go with our Archangels. We were talking about our Archangels. The Palladians, we're talking about the light force and how they're broken into archangelic tribes. Now, our last Archangel was Adkel, who was from an Aboriginal tribe. Just want to point it out, and he brought our scrolls. If you want to know more about this, go back, not this Sunday, last Sunday's Sunday Fun Day light codes. You always catch my Archangels in it'll say something codes. Always light. We're always in the light with them. Why? Because they're the holders of the light. So we were in number 3. Now we'll go into number 4, which is Cassiel. right? So it's important to know the orders. There's many orders, and I'll explain that in the Notoria, which actually is just another version of Calabastic teachings. All again teaching the Christness. It's all together. We all come together as one religion under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all. Under the Father, the Ghost, and the Holy Spirit, bro. Not your freaking... Anyways, but we will very much carry all of our Bibles. What do we still need? We still need the Quran. That's what we still need. That's what I'm lacking over here. I'll get one. Hey! Stop that! Sorry, I can't do it. There's certain things that trigger the shit out of me. I don't want to hear all that. Shut the fuck up, Carl! That's why I love that so much, Logic. Like, shut the fuck up, Carl! That's her. Stop fucking licking your ass! That's how I feel all the time. Stop fucking licking yourself! Oh, God. Lewis can't stand his dog. His dog snores. He thinks it's cute, but he doesn't. He'll tell you, fucking snores. He just won't stop snoring. Then you got pugs that are all... Are you choking? Stop making that noise. Oh, I can smell your doggy breath. Hey, dude, it's hard to love your family members, but you love them nevertheless. But you gotta put them in their space and say, dude, go lick your ass somewhere else. Shut the fuck up, Carl! Sorry. What am I talking about? Jimmy Neutron, I guess, at this point. Just kidding. It's from Logic. He did this cool promo for his Ultra 85. It's out there now in the universe. No, I think he said on the planet. All right, anyways, let's move on. Yeah, life's fun and the light. It's all love and light. Whatever. Never mind. I went to myself. Isis. Creation from the chaos. That's it. We're creating some goodness. All right, where are we at? We are currently in, oh yeah, I remember laughing at Russ about this, the Archangels of the Russell Ray. We are dealing with our Earth Star Chakra beneath our feet. We're learning grounding, connection to the Earth, being in the now moment. Man, it sucks to be me right now. As I told you, it's so hard to live for today. Oh, today is taking forever. What have you done today? What have you done for me lately? We're clearing our karma. That's what you guys don't get. That's the part of the Bible that you don't like. What if I'm wrong? Hey, all of you, what if I'm wrong? What if you only get one shot, one opportunity, and you didn't get it right? What if your belief is right, and only one church out of all these churches gets it right? What a lottery number is that? Because there's so many. Everybody practices different. What if I'm wrong? And it is as they say, you only get this one shot, this one opportunity, and when you die, it's full judgment, and you're going to the pits of hell or to the glory of God. What if we're wrong? What if I'm, what if I'm wrong and you're right? You want to be right so bad, but do you understand what you're asking for? You're asking for ultimate judgment at the end of this life with the fairy tale belief that you've done everything right when I show you you're not walking in a good heart. I'm not telling you to believe in me. I'm telling you to believe in him and change your ways. And that's the hard part about a spiritual awakening. You have to awaken to the truth of spirituality. You walk in the spirit of your heart. And you have to break that knowing of your mind, which is programmed by the apple of knowledge and wisdom. But if not, if I'm wrong and you're right, are you 100% sure? Because even Mr. Plum isn't. Are you 100% sure you're going in those gates? I'd give my firstborn child right now to tell you. I could give all my children. I know I'm going in. You swear upon God with my firstborn, all of my children. I know we're going. Are you going? You know without a doubt. In Jesus' name, you know you will see him. I've seen him. I see him in my quiet spaces. That's what you deemed as a witch. You didn't understand that about women. You locked women away alone in the houses, with nothing more than their thoughts and their feelings. But imagine if they didn't have bad thoughts and all they had was good feelings. They were alone in a sacred space, and the angels would come. You know what I mean? They had divine feelings, that they had a connection with something that you couldn't see. Going back to the very first one that was chosen, according to your biblical teachings, is Mary, Mother Mary. God came to her first before your king came. He chose a woman. And he came to her as he came to all of the prophets and all of them, just as he came to Jesus, in a vision, a voice in their head and a feeling in their heart. Now, fast forward later, when women heard these voices and had these feelings in their heart that God had spoke to them, you deemed them as witches, and you killed them. Hang the witch. She speaks to the devil. Who else did we speak to? Who else came to us in our quiet spaces as we sat alone, waiting to serve our men, our children, our countries? We were sat alone. Who do I speak to all day, every day? Who sits by my side? Who are the voices? Who comforts me? Women praise the God that their man told them to praise, and they do it honorably. But we have a stronger connection because you leave us to only that ideology of this God. That there is a God that knows my heart, and I will put all of my eyes on that God. When Jesus told everyone that he would be resurrected, nobody believed. But it was 3 women, no men, nobody of stature, none of the prophets. 3 women, 3 blind mice, if you will, sat at that gate. They washed his body, and they laid him to sleep so he could wake up in a brand new, beautiful suit of armor. And they waited patiently for 3 days. They didn't leave. They didn't get no water. They didn't get no food. They didn't go nowhere. I'm not going nowhere till he comes back. He's coming back. He said it. I believe it. I've seen it. It was 3 women. Out of all the people he spoke to and all the people that saw his wonders. And which one did he took that sat there at his feet as he hung there the whole time? She was there as he took his last breath, and she was there when he took his first. That's a faithful companion. She did not do the works of Jesus. She honored this man of God. That's what I ask of my man. And yeah, the roles are different this time, but do you now understand why they have to be this way? Why women must be put back in an equal place. Not above, not below, but equal. Equal. I'm not coming here to rule over you. For that is always been his position. I'm coming here to help you through your wicked heart and understand that we, women, were created by the same creation of God. Just want you to understand this. This is a really difficult time to be alive. And the fall of man is no more than its ego. And everyone will rise and we will walk in the Spirit in the Garden of Eden. That's what it is. Read the scriptures. The dead will rise again, whether incarnated or their spirits. And I awaken the spirits by showing you that the Holy Spirit that he spoke of, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit lives. And I teach you how it talks to you all day long. Never shuts up. Never ever, never ever. But I also show you that the Holy Spirit comes in all different ways and languages. And it's important to understand that if you learn their language, you can speak and have a connection with all different creations that God made. These were creations of God. And going back to the beginning of this, those of you that refuse to believe there's aliens because you refuse that God made them, but you've seen them in your own eyes, you've witnessed in this lifetime that they do exist. Something that's outside of your understanding exists. Now the question is, where is your faith? Is this of God? Why would you say it's not? You say the devil is not of the God, and the devil is this, and the devil is that, and he has control over you. Where is your God in these stories? And that goes back to me, guys. You praise a God to protect you and love you and provide for you and your children. But you fear me, a humble woman, has more power than Jesus, and your love for Jesus, that he's going to, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. That's the difference, though, is that you can't let this in because that makes you accountable. Karma makes you accountable. It has to be something outside of God that's doing these bad things to me. You can't take accountability that you've created this, and that even though you deem it to be bad, it is nothing more than a lesson, a testimony to the page of life in your book. And that God is still there with you during this hard time. These are footprints in the sand. But instead you want to write it, rewrite the scriptures. That no, there was a devil, and he existed, and he was this, and he was that. An invisible being that has more power and authority of God, but that was not spoken in the Bible. There was nothing above God and his angels. God himself and his angels persecuted the people, man. Read the stories. He used men against men, and he used his wit, his force to persecute those that persecuted others. If you're going through persecution, it is your God that you deny, and it is your karma, it is your accountability to the creation that you have made in this time that you've been here. But you can change everything when you, as they say, repent or just take accountability. Dang, I'm totally a mess right now. You can't fix everything, but you can start to fix something. And that's the process of being better. That's the ascension. Every day you ascend to a higher being of yourself, pushing yourself and your limits to go outside of your comfort zones, to be someone you're not programmed to be, but yet you've always been driven to do. It's an inner knowing that I can do this and I should do this, with no regard to what I will get out of it, just that my heart is pumping for this thing today. And that's living for today, living in the now. Because how do you know that you're safe from other people's, which are ultimately God watching over the whole game, in the rest of your day? And that's why you fear people. You fear people as if God isn't protecting the both of you and watching both of you. Will he use a person? Do you have that coming at you? Can you ask yourself in your skin? Do you have these certainties? You're so certain about everything. How do you feel when you wake up and say, God, is today my day? Have you ever just asked that? Or you just walk through the day with fear that today might be your day? Do you ever just have conversations with him and listen from your heart? If you do, you might be considered a witch, because now you're talking to a spirit and you're hearing voices and you're having visions of hope and inspiration and positivity. It's not a bad thing. As far as a wizard, no, I haven't found one of those yet. We'll get into that. They said Simon was a sorcerer. I don't know. So anyways, karma, yeah, bro. We created our bad... What do you think I'm going through all this? My stories are sad. You're like, oh, that's so sad. Oh, it's so sad. Nope, that was me. Nope, I deserve this. I deserve this. I deserve this. I deserve this. All glory to God. He's teaching me a lesson of how pain and suffering works. He's given me the power to overcome this, but I must know how you hurt so I can help you not hurt. All glory to God, all glory to God, all glory to God. I will overcome. He has given me the power to overcome this. I can overcome this, and I can save others from the pain that he has put me through. Right? 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 Get it right. Get it right. We can do this. We just don't know what he's doing, and that's what he wants. All right, you need some sandalwood. All the time, for healing. All the time, all the time. All right, we got the Great Bear, the Great Eagle of Aguila. And then they got sigils, which again are those sigils. We talked about runes, which is another language. I don't read sigils either. Sigils are another star. You can use the stars, and that's a language on its own. And that's where we need to learn. And then, I don't speak hieroglyphics either. But I don't have to. I can feel what they're telling me. I can look at it. It's an activation. I can look at a book and get the message. What are you trying to tell me? And certain words will pop out that make it all make sense. Do you know what I mean? You can read it. But do you know what it means to scan it and then take it? It's like a whole download. Certain words pop out at you. And you take those words, you put this away. What did you see? Did you see? And that's how fast the Holy Spirit is. In the blink of an eye. What did you see? What did you feel? What was it that you were looking at when you felt it? That's spirit. That's knowing the Spirit. Because they're moments. Stay in the now. All right, here we go. Kasael, serenity. We're giving serenity. Please, we need some peace. The serenity to accept. Okay, enough. Here we go with the prayer. The angel of serenity, solitude, and temperance. Oh, well, that's me. I'm in solitude and I'm temperance. Might be a Sagittarius all the way. What's up? Castiel's name means God is my cover. That's where you should be. Why are you afraid of me if you're covered in the blood of the Lamb and in the word of God? You don't practice what you preach, people. Seriously. And this gentle angel can help you find, and that's where it is. I demolished you with your own words, with God's words that you used against me. That's what's so funny. It's like I didn't do anything. You did all this. All glory to God, but hey, there was a person here that thought I had a dream. I had a dream. It turned into a nightmare. It was great. It was great. It wasn't that bad. You can look back at the stories and it was a summer in the fucking South. All right, this gentle angel can help you find great strength in your solitude. When life gets on top of us and we feel overwhelmed, Casael reminds us of the importance of taking time out. She also helps us to honor our boundaries and say no when we need to. Casael's message is that it's okay to put yourself first so you don't become drained. Okay, well, this was the message last night that came through my Kali card as well. You have to. I'm still in my pajamas. I'm not even going to lie. What time is it? I have no idea. But I did take a bath before this. I'm not, like, filthy. It is 12:49, and I am still in my pajamas. And that was it. Do I take the bath before or after? Right after. I'm going straight into the shower, or into the bath. But, no. What have you done all day? Nothing? Had a pity party? Kinda. That was like, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to pity myself? Or am I supposed to, be mad? What am I supposed to do with myself? I don't know. I'm going to start cleaning. I did some cleaning. I did some laundry. And I just sat there. I know I'm supposed to feel sorry for myself because, this is some sorry-ass shit. So I let myself feel that. Then I'm like, I know I'm supposed to be angry about this. All right, this pissed me off. But then, what am I supposed to be angry about? And then I'm like, okay, well, what am I going to do? So then I start getting these inspirational ideas of, okay, this is what you could do. These are all. And that's what I told Mr. Plum. All of these ideas are brewing, but they haven't made, and that's it. What words did you see? I don't know. I saw this, that, and the other. Okay, think about that. And that's what I told Mr. Plum. I got a couple of puzzle pieces blowing inside of me, but it hasn't made an actual picture yet. So something's brewing. Something's cooking in the kitchen. Not me. I need some food, too. When life gets on top of us. Oh yeah, so going back to the card, it told you need to give yourself permission to do nothing. And I took it real heavy. It took it real heavy. I don't ask Mr. Plum for weird shit. And that's why I don't go anywhere with Mr. Plum, because I don't want him to be persecuted. That's why I jumped on him already. I don't go with you because I don't want people to fucking, judge you because you're with me. So I don't go places with you. And then there's other things too. Like, I don't ask him for simple things. Like, I wouldn't ask him to buy me a pack of cigarettes because who knows what they would think that this old man is buying cigarettes. That's how fucking judgy they are here, right? But today, I told him as I was sitting there in my jammies and he was about to leave, I was like, Mr. Plum, can I ask you for something I would never ask you for, but I can explain why I'm asking you? He said, what's going on? He said, my spirit said not to get in my car and go to the store. So the only other option is to walk down the street, but my spirit says that's not safe. He wants me to just stay here. Can I ask you to go get me a pack of cigarettes? I got the money, it's just my spirit's telling me no. He said, if you've got that gut feeling, I got you. He's like, what do they look like? I had to give him the box and put the money in the box. And I said, you know what, Mr. Plum, can you do me something else too? He said, what? Since I'm making you sin, can you get me a lotto ticket too? I need it more than ever today. I said, okay. He's never bought a lotto ticket in his life. Never. He's bought cigarettes for probably many people, but never bought a lotto ticket. Didn't even know how. Both of us had to Google which one to buy. I never know what day of the week it is and which one I'm buying. And so I had to ask him to do something that I wouldn't ask him to do, and he was willing to do something he never really did before because I had a gut feeling. And I had to just, go with that feeling. It is a beautiful day, and that's what I thought. Well, at least it's pretty out to walk. But my feeling said no. My feeling said to not even get up. Just sit there in the shit that you've created. And the shit I've created, I should say. That was like some shit. And I've just been sitting in it. I need to wash my ass and get out of it, to be honest. Cassiel, and what will happen? I'll eat a meal and they'll put me to bed because I've been crying all day and I've been processing emotions. All right? And that's it. That was what they told you. There's a time to act, bro. Act a fool as soon as you feel it. But, you know, wait a minute. Is it time to act? And that's it. It's not. It's not time to get angry. It's time to feel sad. It's over. We've fought enough. Be sad about what it is. We put up a great fight. It's just sad. Feel whatever anger's left, but just be sad now. See it? That's what I told him, Mr. Plum. It's over. Just look at it. There's nothing I can do. It's over. I put up a good fight. And we got great footage. Got great footage. We go on. The story will be told. It'll be okay. That's it. I just have to sit here in the shit that he's created for me until he gets me out of it. Isn't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? It's okay. Like the image of her graceful Indian woman. Yeah, see, because I'm here with the Choctaws. They love me. They brought me here. They're protecting me. This is their land. Indian woman in the card, the angel of tears. Casael assures you that there's no shame in showing your vulnerability. And that was that last card last night. I will give you my last tear. That's it. I'm going to cry one more time about the fact that I couldn't do it. I tried. I tried so hard. Sometimes you can't, guys. Sometimes you just got to accept that there's mountains that can't be moved, and you're going to have to go and climb another mountain. It's okay. By holding on to our emotions, we can stifle ourselves. Another name for this angel is Speed of God, because her availability to help us is to help us heal faster. Crying can be so healing as it washes away sorrows and clears old hurts. Casael brings us the strength to step back on our path after our period of solitude and serenity. She helps us, and that's what I told him. I was like, I'm going to bounce back real good. I said, I'm quitting this. You know what I mean? I'm going to be done with this and, on the 28th, and I'll be able to give all of my energy back to the 3D to get myself reestablished. And all I'm going to do is reestablish roots and get the story out. After that, we can go further. But that's what we have to do right now. I have to put, I have to start from scratch somewhere where that'll let me scratch, And that's what I'm working on. There's no, maybe the lottery comes. It will. Whether today or another day, but we live for today and we live in the reality of what it is. What is this? What is it going to take for everything to be okay? Okay, the same thing I needed here. We need a house, we need a job. All right, how can you do this better? Try to get the job before you go anywhere. Try that. Try that first. You did it the opposite. I just need a place to stay and then I'll get a job. Get a job before you go there. And then get the house. We're going to try it one more time. We got to try. Unless God comes in and saves the day. You know what I mean? He's given me some ideas. And ultimately, we just got to figure out what we can do, what he can do, and that's serenity. I know it's going to come up in this prayer, the serenity prayer. Give me the strength and something. Blah, 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 blah. Here we go. Because of her ability to help us heal faster, crying can be so helpful. It washes away sorrows and clears old hurts. Cassiel also brings us the strength to step back on our path after periods of solitude and serenity. She helps us get back on track with our purpose, even when we feel we don't want to or we aren't ready. And that's it. I wasn't ready. Cassiel gives us the motivation to pick yourself up. All right, message. Spend some much-needed time alone in quiet solitude to rest and recharge. Honor your emotions and be gentle with yourself. And that's it, too. He's like, even Mr. Plum said, he's like, maybe if you take away the witch. Mr. Plum, you ever met a witch before? That's asking a unicorn to take away their horn and just be a fucking horse. Giddy up. That's not fair, Mr. Plum. You're asking me not to be special. And everybody already knows I am. Quit playing around. It's like bleaching your skin. Maybe if you just bleach your skin or something. Yeah, change your name. Leave the country. This all sounds great. This is how we live to live and die in Jesus. The South. All right. How to meet Casael. No, you buy the book and learn how to, do your meditation. Become the angel. Honor your emotions and energy. Have plenty of me time. If you're doing things to keep others happy or out of obligation, it can increase your stress and lead to overwhelm. Yeah, I'm not doing shit for you today. As I said, what have you done for me lately? Nothing today. Before saying yes to something, tune into your body and feel into what your heart wants you to do. Claim back your power by saying no, with love whenever you need to. People appreciate authenticity and will start to respect both you and your boundaries. And I've already taught this, but I told you that last night too, you've got to tell yourself no. Enough. Somebody's got to stop me. I'm out of control. Somebody take my phone. I have those moments. I'm like, somebody stop me. I must be stopped. I am out of control. It's usually in the joy department. Never really in the sad. I mean, somebody comes and stops me in the sadness too, I guess. All right. These are so long. I don't know if I'm going to read all of them. I may have pulled out way too many. Pull out. Let's talk about the Lumerians. Where are we at, Lumerians? Another civilization that existed of the light. These are not those cards. Damn it, Beavis. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, this is a great moon goddess, too. Goddess Renan and the Amazonite integrity. Where's your integrity, people? So, I was thinking about Kendrick. Man, where was your integrity on that move? Those were not the right moves. All right, let's go to our crystal mandalas. These ones we work backwards. So we had Freya and Amber. Amber is the color of your energy. Today we're doing Amazonite and integrity. All right, we bring the empowerment of integrity. Integrity is the harmony between intention, word, and action. Because I am whatever I say I am. Dude, can you just take away the witch? What are you talking about? All right, Bobby, put down your cards and let the little girl go. Shut up, bitch. You want me to be no powerful? Have no power like you? Be powerless? Stupid. They're after my Lucky Charms. I can't stand y'all. That's why people like me, we don't fuck with chew. But God said, go and fuck with chew. Dude, he took a witch to the Bible Belt. I got my ass beat. Are you surprised? That's why I told Russ. Are you serious right now? That's how you're thinking? That's not what you're supposed to do. You were supposed to be my friend. Seriously? Go collect your money. He was betting on this. Asshole. I wasn't going to win. Was I really ever going to win? Was I going to win the hearts of the people? I did. I met a bunch of great people. Where do you think my freaking followers came from, or subscribers, or somebody? Who do you think's watching me? I did win the hearts of people. Did I make a friend? Sort of, kind of. Not a real physical one. No, not really. It's physically not possible right now, I guess. I don't know. I need to work on it. I'm still rough around the edges, I suppose. It's not you, it's me. Take full responsibility. Why? Because I create my own reality and you just live in it. How about that? Ooh, burn. Okay, anyways. This was like, I wasn't going to win, but I did. Look at what I did. I came, I seen, I conquered. You're like, damn, you got conquered. Yeah, I sure learned a lesson. A lot of them. Great lessons. Life lessons that maybe I should have learned before I was, 41 wonderful years old. But you gotta learn a lesson everybody's gotta learn a lesson someday. That's it. Where am I going? To learn more lessons. Get more blessings. That goes back to that post. That unemployed friend that keeps taking side journeys and nobody knows where they're at. That would be me. Maybe if we just take away the witch. What? This is worth a lot of money in other places. I'm valuable. This bitch is charging. What'd she charge? $55.55 for 33. Bitch, this is priceless over here. I don't even need to. I don't even need you. I don't even need your birth date or nothing. I'll tell you things you can't even see. Things you can't even. Maybe I should just take away. Maybe I should not. God never took away the witch. You tried to. Alright, anyways, he meant it in the best way. They're like, just stop telling people you're a witch. Yeah, okay. That's what I told him. If I don't tell them, they're going to find out. What are you talking about, Willis? It empowers you to make decisions that feel authentic and honor your values. It allows you to say no without guilt or shame. Here we are. So just say no. Dr. Phil. If you don't believe me, take it from him. Because you are not willing to compromise who you are to make another comfortable. That's what got me in this here we are again. Why don't you just apologize? Why don't you just pretend to be something you're not? Why can't you just fit the mold? Why can't you just talk like them? Why can't you just ask for forgiveness and shut the fuck up and sit in the back of the bus and take what's given to you? Fuck! I'll take nothing, please, and thank you. I'm out of here. I don't want any of it. It's cursed. It comes with all of this fucking pain and suffering. I have to go through pain and suffering to take your breadcrumbs. No, you're obviously way more hungry than me. Ugh, they're hungry for power, success, fame, and fortune. Bro, I'm just trying to eat. And truthfully, if you notice, I can go forever. How long? At least 40 days. Maybe longer. I've done a few of them. Just seriously, I do that on a daily basis. I have to remind myself at the end of the night to put something in there. Truthfully, it makes a lot of noise, but it's okay. You feed off of anything you can put in your eyes, mouths, and ears. Ugh. And you are what you eat. As you honor your words and actions, doing what you say you will, when you say you will do it, you grow power and respect within. You can express your integrity absolutely, and yet with kindness and compassion. Integrity is the gift of what that will bring you a powerful peace of mind and loving respect or self-respect. The more choices and freedom you have, the more integrity you will need. The more you feel aware of and compassionate towards the needs of others, the more integrity you will need. Your anchor to self. It is the authenticity in expression. You experience your integrity as feelings of rightness when you are in alignment with yourself, and a feeling of something not quite right, uncomfortable, or even anxiety or anger-inducing when you are being urged to break with your integrity to make another uncomfortable. And that's it. I was about to break myself. I felt that. I'm all cool, and then you told me that they're not gonna hire me, and I was like, oh, I got really angry. Okay, put this down. This is not you. Just cry about it. Just be a bitch. Just be a bitch. This is some bitch ass shit. Feel the fucking pain. Feel the pain. Oh God, it sucks to be me. Do you know what it feels like to be discriminated? I was like, oh shit, you're not special, bitch. There's people that are really discriminated. I mean, I really felt it, though. Did you see it? It really happened. Not my whole life. I won't let this happen my whole life, and I'm going to find out why we're going to stop them from doing this to you, too. This is some bullshit. But again, I asked for it. I went straight into the Bible Belt. Hey, guys, I'm a witch. Oh, fuck. What'd you do, God? You took my car away and everything. Put me on the fucking side of the road, talk to another weirdo. Fucking guy. Street preaching wars. There's a preacher war. This is stupid. This all happened. But I won. Remember? He disappeared. The only reason that motherfucker's back... fucking weirdo. It's because of the full moon. He just keeps popping up on the full moon. I know what you're doing. I know what's going on here. I know what's going on. You know what's going on? God. God's going on in here. That's it. All I came for was God. He had to teach me some lessons and some blessings. It was a blessing to be part of your town. My kids really loved your school. They like your food. They don't like how your kids talk to the teachers. They don't like a lot of stuff about it. There's some things they don't like. But there was a couple of kind people in your schools too. There's some good stuff to be had here. I liked your barber. He was really good. I liked almost all the young girls that you put in these gas stations. They're pretty fun and exciting. You should put them in better places of authority. They really have charisma and excitement, and they're non-judgmental. They're really good girls. I really like them. Other than that, no, you guys are pretty sour, bro. You have some great, culture that was passed down by your ancestors that you don't honor. I really love that, this was the Choctaw Nation, but as you move through the town of Hugo, you don't feel it. Maybe I should have spent more time at the casino, because that's where they say it's at. But that's not true. That's your man-made version of their culture, and that's not even true. So, I only saw a couple of actual, full-on, what looked like native people. Met a guy from Alaska. That was pretty cool. I learned some really great cooking techniques. I learned how to handle agriculture and a farm to the best that I could figure out. Some of the really important stuff, how to handle the lands. And that's really what this place is about. This is, the homelands, the country lands of America. And I met the country people, and it's a whole different country. Anyways, going on. It was a great adventure. You experience your integrity as feeling blah blah blah. You know what you need to do or not do, and when to step away from that, not honoring yourself. You will experience psychological, emotional, and physical discomfort. We refer to this as the dark night of the soul. Psychological means a ego death, emotional, a physical death, and and physical transformation. I should read that in this book. I'm going to read that to you one more time. One more time, the alchemical transformation of an ego death and what the symptoms may feel like. Let's go straight to it. Get to it real quick before you lose your integrity. What is it? Family of Light. I don't know where it is. Number messages, divine masculine, child. Unplugged from consciousness. It's called alchemic. It's later. It's later in the game. There it is. I went to 31. Here it is. These are the symptoms you may have during an ego death. What does that mean? The awakening. What does that mean? It's a new reality is being pushed upon you, a new perception. You're looking at the same thing you've always looked at forever. But now you see it in a way you've never seen before, and it is literally giving you shivers. You are literally shocked to your core that you're looking at something, you're seeing things a way you've never seen before. The scary version of that is Kanye West. He did it on a public platform. People saw what an awakening looked like. They were just loading him with visions and fucking sentences and fucking ideas. And then they started pumping chemicals into that, and it became mushy. Airhead. Anyways, it's not a great feeling when all of a sudden God says, look at this the way it is, not the way you want to. Do you not see that this is discriminatory and you're not going to get a job here or anything, and you have no way out of here except for through me? I'm your only way. Oh, thanks, God. You're the one that brought me here. If I bring you to it, I'll bring you through it. Gosh. Alright, so anyways, stuff like that. I have a whole, oh man, I need to, before I leave, I'll set up some more videos. I know I closed them all down because there was too much magic in there. People were learning magic that didn't even know how healing. It was madness. It was madness. It was Google magic at its best. It was like somebody got into my book and found out all of my secrets, and they were using them on each other and started blowing each other's heads off. God cleaned it all up. He'll clean all of that up. But I was like, oh shit, we better fix this. And that's it. I just woke up one day and they're like, you realize that they're all in your they're in your magic box, and you're like, oh no. Don't eat that. Oh God, they touched the crystals. Oh no, they're lighting the candles. Oh God, protect them. Oh well, you're going to learn today. That's kind of how that was. So that's why I closed down all of my page and all of the previous teachings, but I'll find which ones are safe for consumption. Okay, going back to it. This is what it feels like. This alchemy is an empowering gift of love. No, it is. He loves you enough to show you the truth finally. And you're so hurt. Why didn't you tell me sooner? And then he loves you enough to tell you that you couldn't handle the truth. And then you're like, damn, you're so right, because this hurts so bad. Symptoms of this process can at times be challenging. They may include headaches, other aches and pains, flu-like symptoms, inexplicably and nearly overwhelming fatigue that lasts for days. In the beginning stages, oh yeah, dude, you're pretty much in a depressive state for days. I was able to get up and go hike, get refreshed in the mountains, and get right back in bed. I mean, it was, and then suddenly vanishes along with surges of new energy, meaning like get up and go. I'm serious. I had no energy, and then all of a sudden it's like, hurry up, get in the shower. You're going to drive to the middle of the mountains and do an altar offering and dance and scream and smoke some weed. I didn't feel that coming, but okay, I feel much better about it in my life, I guess. And that's just it. You're like, you're unstable. No, the energy isn't. And that's what we're doing. We're moving energy. For once in our life, we're not just, unplugged. We're plugging in. There's energy flowing through us that is very unstable, and we're trying to alchemize it and stabilize it, ground it. Our feelings. What is energy? Your fucking feelings. All right? We may experience pinging in the ears. That's one of the first one. I missed that. But that's just low vibrational speaking, to be honest. All of my twins have a frequency. Each of them have a sonar, a sound in my ear, and then each one in a certain ear. I haven't heard them for, it feels like years. I don't hear them anymore, but I would know that noise. I would hear it. As soon as I heard it, I knew to go look at them. It was a calling. It was like a wolf call. As soon as I heard it, I knew to come to them. Learn them. Learn that when I hear this noise, who do I think of? It's not that. You learn it afterwards, too. Russ was a weird one. Russ was the most strongest. I'm seeing the video, Russ. Okay. So I go to awaken. I'm seeing the video. I gotta pull that video. Man, it was such a long time ago. Do you guys have good memories? When they come pretty clear, but only pieces. I'm making a video, and I'm making the announcement that these are my soul tribe members, and this is what's happening. I can't fully tell you, but all of us are connected. We signed a life contract. This is how it's supposed to work. We're going to do all this. It's in one video. Before this, I'd spent a week trying to get Kanye's attention. Get everyone to have compassion for Kanye. I need everyone to love Kanye. Everyone send love to Kanye. It's all Kim. It's all Kim. It's all Kim. Forgive Kanye. Forgive Kanye. Everyone look at Kanye. Everyone look at Kanye. Everyone look at Kanye. It started a weird... that it worked. Because now look at him. That it worked. Everybody looked at Kanye, and then Kanye became alive, and he started... that we didn't need you to wake up. We just needed to get... this is what happens if you give to me love. He got all inspired, and he got busy again. Right? But anyways, I'm like, look at Kanye, look at Kanye, look at him with compassion, look at him with love, look at him, this is what happens. I'm going to fix him, this is what we're going to go through. They haven't awoken. They're just part of the show. They're like, what is happening? But they can't deny that I'm pulling them in and that there's something intriguing happening here. So then I'm telling them the story, and I'm bringing them all in. I was like, these are the people that I know are part of this. And I start pulling them in. And I'm like, NF, this person. And I know exactly where I am. I'm almost by my house. And I hear the ring in my ear. And I see Russ's face. And I was like, that's you. That's your frequency. I know his frequency quite well. His was the first. I knew exactly his first. It's in that video. Remember, guys? I'm like, I can hear you. This is your frequency. So that pinging in the ear, yeah. May also experience pinging in the ear. Increased sensitivity to light. That means you can't keep your eyes open, or it's giving you a headache. You ever had a migraine? Your third eye is opening. It's painful. Or sound. Hormonal imbalances. What does that mean? Your hormones are imbalanced. You're going from over masculine, fuck you, fuck this, fuck that, to, oh my God. And that's what I said today. This is hormonal imbalance right now. I am having hot flashes, and I'm getting drowned in my own emotions. I am filled with anger and fire and rage, and I am filled with so much hurt and pain and waters from my tears. That's just part of it. You get hot flashes, excessive sexual energy. Not really, not me. Why? Because it was taken away from me. Why? Because mine is dangerous. I will fucking, oh my God. Hey, come here. Mental obsessions. That could be bad. Yeah, because you're stuck in it now. You're in it. You keep seeing it and seeing it and seeing it and seeing it and seeing it. Don't. You only have to see as much as you want to see. Or mood swings. And that's it. Oh yeah. You got to go through it though. You can. Because you're not stable. This is not, you don't feel one way about what's happening. You feel everything. You're overwhelmed with feelings about what you have just seen, witnessed, and experienced. You can't be in a stable mood all the time, and especially when something life-shattering, ego-altering, or, midlife crisis, devastating happens in your life. You cannot expect people to be civil, balanced, grounded human beings when they are overwhelmed with emotions. It's the very definition of overwhelmed. You must allow them to feel and express those emotions before it tears them apart inside. You ever seen a toddler throw a fucking a tantrum? What are you crying for? Are you hitting your head on the ground? Stop that! Then they want to bite you or something? What are you? You're acting like a maniac. I just said no. That's you guys. Calm down. Anyways, if you haven't experienced, come on, let's have some babies. Just kidding. Go to a daycare. That's so funny. Mr. Plum, I love his sister. There's these couple stories where her Lilith comes out. She's much a Lilith, but we can't be Lilith. We have to be better. And that's why I love his sister. There's 2 stories of hers that I really love. Forgive. I don't know. I'm going to tell your story. I don't know if God will forgive me, if there's something to be forgiven. He said this one story is like, this lady had gone and did something real beautiful with her hair, gone all out. You know what I mean? Like, it was like, she was one of the first to do something different than the long, straight, mousy hair. She cut her hair, she made it look different. And here comes the sister, it's like, Well, what'd you do that for? Oh, that looks horrendous. Or that looks hideous. Right? Then one day, she decides to come and join him for a day at work. You know, sit in on one of his classes. Back then, that would have been okay. Right? So she comes to sit in during the class. And he says, during lunch, she said, how do you do this? Said, I would have killed him, her, and her already. Some of us just, oh man, help me, Jesus. And that's it. Oh, you got some rough and tough and stuff. It'd be like that. Anyways, going back to it, aggression and mood swings, aggression and unintentional harsh reactions to people. And that's it. You be like, you know, Mr. Plum said that too. He said, I was not very proud of what I said yesterday. I said, Mr. Plum, we were being children. Our flesh flared up. We were being straight hemorrhoids yesterday. We were fighting Jesus with Jesus. We looked stupid. It was a whole fucking thing. And Miss Fry saw the whole thing on her camera. And we started laughing. She's like, I don't know what she's going to tell the town. I was fighting for her to go to heaven. She's very confused right now. No wonder she was in her pajamas all day. I'm confused. I don't know what's going on anymore. I think I'm losing my mind. I think the witch just said she wants me to go to heaven. Is she cursing me? No, stop cursing me. Anyways, so yeah, it's not a fun ride, dude. And it sucks. And how long? I don't know. Some of them are harder than others. When I was dealing with childhood rape, you got to imagine it took me a couple of days to get over some of those, dude. I never thought, and just like that, you don't think you're ever going to get over this. I'm never going to recover from what has been done to me. Hold on, bitch. You're 40 years old, and that you didn't even know it happened. Can you please pull this together? Just feel how sad it was. And that's where I'm at. I have to realize this is so old, I didn't even know it happened. You want to be mad that someone stole an inheritance that you didn't even know existed. I'm not. God will get it back, but what the fuck? I'm sad that, you know, somebody thought about me and you took it away from me. That sucks. Sucks to be me. Just going back to it. Let's get back to your integrity, if you have any. You know what you need to do or not do. It can cause, you can experience physical, emotional, or even, psychological, emotional, or physical discomfort. You will not feel good about the choices you are making. Do you hear that? You don't feel good about it. You just know you got to do it. I don't feel good about this. I'm not ready. I feel weak. I'm scared. I am. But I got to look at God. I don't even know how I'm getting out of here. I just know I got to get ready and get out of here and everything's going to be okay. And that's it. I didn't even know how I was going to get here. He told me to come here. My idea was to try. You have to hear that story on its own. I didn't even know if I had this. I was under the impression there was something wrong with my whole transmission system and everything else. What was wrong? There's a loose wire that's fucking with a sensor that won't turn on my air conditioner, pretty much, is the only thing that's going on right about now. And that air conditioner system is connected to a fan that needs to be replaced because it won't turn. What is that noise in my car? Lewis, do you want to explain to them? No, that's okay. I'm the engineer. So the fan, you know your fan when you turn your fan? Okay, so you turn this button and it'll go from defrost to heat to our air conditioner. Okay, well that button, I was playing with that button too much, so now the fucker is stuck in there and it's all... That's that noise you hear. It's just a thing in the fan, and I gotta replace it. But some man has to crawl in there and do all kinds of shit. And so there's nothing really wrong with my car. But when I was coming down here, on my way down here, I had no money. I was about to get kicked out of the hotel. I had no money to pay the hotel. They're like, well, we'll let you stay for a couple more days so you can try to find some money to get out. And then I got all this work. This guy that was a mechanic, an actual full-on mechanic, checked out my car, put oil in it, gave me some gas money also to help with it. And I was down here in no time at all. It was, even me and my kids, we looked up, we were almost here and we're like, damn, this has been the fastest road trip we've ever took. We've taken road trips everywhere. But after 10 hours, we couldn't even believe that we had already just done 10 hours because we were so unsure of the first few steps. And I did. For the first hour or two, I kept checking. Turning down the music. Is everything okay? I can't tell what the temperature is because I told you my temperature gauge is out. So it's either going to make it or not. And he did all that. He showed me how to push the thing to see if, you know what I mean, to check the fluids and all that stuff. I had a really big nail in my tire before I left, and that was cool. We fixed that, and Away we went and made it all the way down here. And I mean, I've had many stories of like shit like that, bro. You know, that's what happened to my brothers. I'm seeing Mojave. My brother went crazy in the middle of the night with his baby mama, and we packed up. I was pregnant. I had some money that my grandma had given me. I had just bought a new car. I had my current husband. I was pregnant with my daughter, and our dog just had puppies. So we threw the dog, her puppies, everything we could in the middle of the night into our car while my brother is throwing his wife out on the ground in the front yard in her underwear, and she's running down the street, and he's running down the street in his underwear. There was that time. I had just bought this car. I have no idea. It's the middle of the night. We get in the car and we're driving to Colorado because that's where we're from, and we don't know what the fuck to do. We got these dogs. We don't know what to. We had to get rid of the puppies as soon as we got here. We started passing them out along the way, which was terribly hard for me. Everything was just hard, this whole thing. Then we get there and go straight into this family's fucking sickness. Bah, bah, bah. Anyways, so, you know, and then there's that time when I run from him. And I just, you know, I just jump a bus and go to college. You know, I've done this a lot. I walk into the unknown a lot. God's made me a pro at it, but it doesn't feel good. You're scared, and you're sad, and you're mad, and you're just like, why didn't you let this work? Why couldn't I just have a house here? Why couldn't I just... And then it goes back. Do you really want to fucking live here? No, you're right. Fucking fuck, God, why? It was an adventure, I guess. It wasn't very... Whatever. That's God, bro. You're not always... It's not about just, you know what I mean, opening up shop and just being comfortable for the rest of your life. Where's the excitement? If you never do nothing, you'll never be nothing. You'll never know how strong you are if you don't push yourself in those weakest moments. It doesn't feel good to be me, bro. You're like, oh, she's so strong. Bro, I feel weak as fuck. Somebody hold my hand. I gotta do this again. My kids are strong, you ask me. In a sense, they don't ask no questions. They're like, whatever, Mom. Sure. It'll all be good. Me, I feel it, bro. This is your sign that you have integrity and that it is calling you back to your truths. Integrity is a sign of character developed over time. It exists when a person cares enough about their words and actions, their intentions, and the impact on their life on others, that they are willing to make the sometimes tough calls and not always take the path that seems easiest. Yeah, that me screaming at Mr. Plum yesterday, you would say I did this. No, dude, we were already there, bro. That was me being brave and finally telling him no more. But he agreed with me. Again, he had to flare up. His ego had to flare and fight it. But in the end, his heart and he agreed. He agreed it isn't right. It doesn't mean that he can change it. We just, you know, that's where we came to as an agreement. But yeah, I had to stand up to him and I had to be mean. Go catch that video. Don't you bring me that fucking Bible. You don't get to say one fucking word to me. I've sat here and I've taken this enough. No more. It didn't feel good and I cried about it after. Why'd you make me tear up my best friend, the only guy that's nice? Why did I have to talk to him like that? Why did I have to lose everything? Because you want me to stand up for myself. And then he comes back, maybe you just take the witch away. Shut up, Mr. Plum. Come on. I just laughed at him. Every time you, have mercy on his soul. One of those moments. Every time you exercise your integrity in your choices, you'll feel good about yourself. Eventually. Even if your mind goes into fear at saying no. For example, worry that you've upset someone or missed out on an amazing opportunity. That just didn't feel right, no matter how many ways you tried to make it work. And that's it, bro. Did I fuck this up? No, bro, it never felt right. I told you from the beginning I could never see that apartment. Mr. Plum kept buying me shit for it. I could never see it. It's funny to say that. It's like, if you couldn't even see it, then what were you working on? Hope. And that's what makes me more powerful than you. Because in the darkness, when there's no hope, there's no reason to believe any of this. I can make love and light. I can make this. I made it great until God said no more. I can make hope. I live in hope. I hoped. I hoped enough that it kept me going. And that's all you need. The good feeling you get from being in integrity will grow stronger. It will develop to the point where you cannot tolerate not being in integrity. That's it. I can't say I'm not what I am. Too many have died for the gifts that God has given me. Too many women have been denied. Too many men, too many children have been fucking psychologically, deemed crazy because God speaks to them, because they can't hear it, because they don't have the patriotic blessings. I must say I'm a witch, because that's what you call anybody that's blessed in the Holy Spirit and not of your church. Nothing will be worth it. The contemporary expression for this is that you won't be willing to sell out or sell your soul to get something or someone. And that's it. I'm not going to say something I'm not. I'm not going to try to fit into, and that's it. It's just to get a job, to hopefully get a house, but still have you persecute us. You're going to put me in the black neighborhood? It was the black ladies that denied me this last job. Even I said I would go there. I thought that they'd even put me there. They didn't even put me in the black communities. Ain't that some shit? I'm a whole nother level of evil. Unwantedness. Oh, gosh. The left behind. Alright, whatever. What happens as you build your integrity muscles? It's your ability to act what you need actually grows. What? Or attract what you need actually grows. Your light and presence becomes more magnetic. Instead of needing to chase after what you feel you need or want, you stand still and draw the right people and opportunities to you. And that's it. God's going to bring all of this together, and away we go. And away we go! You have less fear and more trust. You like who you are and know that you are more valuable, and any person or dream that asks you to abandon yourself is not worth the cost. And that's it. Bobby, I loved you, bro, but that's where you lost me. When you asked me to stop serving God. Even though you didn't understand it, you didn't have to make fun of it. I was so excited when he said Lisa. And I was like, don't call me that. I said, what do I call you? He said, you call me Phoenix or the High Priestess. Right? And then, he acknowledged that, which was cool. Okay, you acknowledge who I am. Good. You respect me. But then he came back and was like, you just need to put down your Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Do you understand that my power is not in the cards? And you just dumbed down my teaching. You just made me look stupid. You're pretty much saying I have no power and that I need to be stupid to come crawl in bed with you and your wife. You completely disrespected me and what I do just because I love you. You hurt my feelings. It's not unforgivable, but when you attacked my practice, which is all I do, that's what makes me so special. When you try to take me out of what I do, then where do I exist? You say I don't. If I'm not a witch, then what am I? I'm nothing more than a normal human being like you. Because I'm not a tarot reader, I don't know how to read tarot. An actual high priestess is a witch. But I'm not just a witch, and that's why I tell you I'm a high priestess. A high priestess, spiritual witch. Read the print. I heal in the name of Jesus Christ. I teach the Holy Spirit. You're making me something I'm not, and not respecting that I am what I am. And that should be good enough for you. And the fact that it's not is sad, because in all rights, I have more to give than you ever could. And that can be deemed as more powerful, but it's just more love and light. It's not a power. It's a blessing to be able to, have these things. Although you've cursed me for it. So, that's it. Like, you can't take this away from me. I can't not be this. This is who I am, and it's the only thing that brings me joy. It's trying to fit into your world that makes things complex. Trying to bring this into your world. It's not so difficult in other places. That's what I want you to understand. He took me to the hardest place. He took me to the Bible Belt. No spiritualist, no witch, no, none of you that doesn't practice Christianity would ever go into the Bible Belt without a Christian label. No, I came in here and I waved my freak flag and I stood high and I took my persecution in the name of Jesus. I'm proud. I'm not. I'm grateful. I'm not proud. Because really, what do I have to be proud of? They treated me just like everyone else. How they treat you. This isn't a proud moment to know that this is how you treat people. But I'm grateful that I was brave enough to be what God said I could be when I knew it wasn't right and that it wouldn't be accepted, but I still did it. And I'm grateful that I was brave enough and I've become what I've become, what God wanted me to become, even though you don't want me to be what God says I can be. And I spent a lot of time afraid of being that too because of what you said. But he says I can be this, and this is what he made me to be. And you don't want me to be it, which means you don't want God's word on my life. All I want is God's word on your life. Okay. You like who you are now, and you know that you are valuable, and any person or dream that asks you to abandon yourself is not worth the cost. This oracle brings you a message. If you've already made a decision based on integrity and are having second doubts, don't. You've done the right thing, and you will benefit more from this reality than you realize. Even if it seems to your mind that you have suffered a loss. Dude, I took a huge L. Come on. There was no win to have. I played a good game, bro. This was a strategic, great game. This is that never-ending story when he flies away and it's like, that was a good game. That's it. Is it a happily ever after? No. The marathon continues. If you are in a situation where you feel your integrity is being challenged or you find yourself in such a place in the future, trust yourself. Be authentic. You have worked too hard and come too far to throw yourself away for anything or anyone. You have no idea how hard it's been to be me, only for you to tell me to stop being me. I had to fight so hard to find out who I was. This is who I am. And there's not one person in this planet like me. He didn't make not one like me. But the gifts I have, those are your gifts too, babes. Those are your gifts from him. I'm just here to help you restore your birthrights to have such gifts. But as far as me, nah, bro. There's a billion yous. There's only one of me. And I'm not going to stop being me to be just like you. All right, hold on to you. Stay firm in what is true to you. Healing process. To integrate, you may say the invocation now. All right. I feel like I should have pulled her card, the Rion card. She's one of the goddesses of the moon. Renan. Okay. I call upon the crystal angel of Amazonite and the goddess Renan, who loves me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing empowerment of integrity. May I know the value of being and never compromise myself. May I see and know empty promise. Sorry, somebody's arguing with me. What happened to the man? That's really mean of you to say again. What happened to your man that was supposed to come through? Where's your twin flame? You guys are so evil in the heart. I hear you. I hear your thoughts. You know, as much as you don't want him, it doesn't matter. I want him, but if he's not here, he's not ready, and I can go on without him. I was never trapped waiting for him. And, you know, that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I don't need a man to save me. I need a man to love me. That's what you bitches don't get. And the love I want doesn't come with a price tag. It just comes with a safe place to lay my head, where I can hear his heartbeat. So yeah, what I want is a little bit harder to find than what you're clocking in on. And yeah, that's some pretty ugly thoughts you got out there. Keep them to yourself, dickheads. I am psychic. Oh gosh. All right. Anyways, in the middle of prayer, I could hear you. You're talking during prayer. Shut up. What are you saying? During prayer? We're in prayer and I can hear you saying hurtful things. That's what I heard. We all got quiet for prayer and they're like, what happened to our twin flame? Shut up. Oh, gosh. That was ungodly. That was not my spirit guides or anybody else. Like, address the fucking elephant. I hear you, bitch. Okay. Sorry, I shouldn't talk like that when we're praying. You should neither. Jeez, keep your fucking thoughts to your... Don't think like that. You shouldn't keep them in either. That'll crush you. All right, let me start over. I call upon the crystal angel of Amazonite and the goddess Renan, who loves me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing empowerment of integrity. May I know the value of my being and never compromise myself. May I see and know empty promises for what they are and have such trust in my heart and value my divine self that I confidently await the divine blessings that head my way as perfect opportunities and enhancing relationships. May I respect myself and my word and learn how to act with honor through my own free will. So it be. All right, ladies, where did it say that you were going to get a purse and take your shirt off and make sure you spread your legs nice and wide and take a good picture from that direction? Where did it say all that? Where's your integrity when you're posting your picture today? Are you chasing? Are you chasing attention? Are you chasing likes? Are you chasing views? Are you chasing something when you're about to do all this? Or are you being a good girl like me, waiting for God to come and save you? Waiting for God to give you blessings and inspiration and visions? Oh no, you're trying to put yourself out there for everyone else. You're trying to be a blessing. You're trying to put your, where's your integrity? I can just feel this. I can feel that she's going to pull it, put her vagina out there. Who? All of them? I don't need to be on the internet. Please put something cool on Netflix so I can chill. If you wish to further integrate this oracle, let's see, outwards on your throat chakra. Yeah, you have no throat. I told you I felt my throat chakra breaking. They were doing breaking on my back. Like, open up the chakra. Hold on, dude. I have to blow my nose, too. It's all part of it. Do you ever notice that when you go to a throat doctor, it's in ears, or nose, ears, and throat? That's where the energy runs. So if you can't hear me, can't smell me, you can't talk about me. Let me get some tissue. And that goes back to hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. You guys are full of shoving it all in your ears, your ass, your nose, your mouth, wherever you can give it. Give it to them, baby. The Matrix all day. However do you want it? Scroll to the left. Now scroll to the right. Now TikTok. Now Instagram. Now Facebook. Now Pinterest. Now go and get some more and feed some more. You just feeding yourself ugly images of ugliness. Okay, anyway, sorry. Let me water myself down here. I gotta get it right. I believe it or not, there's people out here that stare at the stone and they get the healing. They really get the power, bro. No. You're working through your mind. You can't see. You don't have an imagination. How are you gonna have an intuition? This isn't gonna work for most of you. That's what's funny. The people that are powerless are the ones that are afraid of my power. You don't even have faith. You couldn't even possibly understand any of this. Anyways, where do we need it? Throat chakra at the lower neck. Okay. At the base of your throat. You may like to hold this card horizontal, then vertically, ever more comfortably. Okay, it's in my back. That's where I felt that it was breaking. As I was like, this isn't my... I told you before I even pulled this card. Relax and breathe in and out. I choose of my own free will, through this and any lifetime, and through all layers of my entire being, to forgive myself for any choice I have made that was not in integrity with my truth. This is how I have learned how important integrity is. So I forgive myself and others connected to such moments completely with relief in my heart. I enjoy enhancing my integrity each day as I learn to honor myself and my words. I trust that this is the way of the divine, the way that the divine can protect me from what is not rightfully mine and deliver me, I'm getting downloads, what is rightfully mine, which is what brings me true joy, abundance, and grace. Through divine empowerment and unconditional love, so be it. Okay, I was getting downloads. How many of you go to a restaurant and you don't like the food? How many of you go and drink a drink? Here, do this shot with me. But you don't like it. But you do it just to be pleasing. How many of you go places and do things and say things and you're just drug into this stuff because you don't know how to say no? That's what I was getting in this. A whole bunch of those people. You just do shit just because you don't know how to tell them no. All right, I'll do it. Like, can you help me move? Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'll help you. Hey, what are you doing this weekend? I've met so many of those girls as a Lyft driver. They always have to get picked up. They have this friend that has to party every night, but she can't do it by herself. She has to drag a fucking friend along. And then her friend gets tired of her shit and has to leave her, and she's left there, crying about some boyfriend that, some guy that rejected her in the club. And she's going to do this madness every weekend. She's like, yeah, I love her, dude. She pays for me to go, and she always wants me to go. I've heard a million of your fucking friends. You never want to go with them. You're fine at home. They guilt you into being part of something because they can't do it by themselves. But what you don't understand is, if you don't say yes, they'll go fucking peer pressure somebody else into it. Don't take that shot. Don't go to that restaurant. Don't talk to those people just because they do. If you go up and say something they're not my enemy, but if you're talking to someone that I don't agree with, I'm not going to stand in the conversation and smile in their face. I'm going to go over here. You handle your business. Meaning, what's their problem? Oh, they don't talk to you. Why? I don't know. What'd you do? You know what I mean? And that's up to you guys. You got something to say? Well, you want to talk about it? And that's me. We could talk about it or we could not. That's why I stepped away, is I don't want to talk about it. Don't make this a scene. That's why I stepped away, so nobody had to see this. And that's it. It's up to you. Don't put yourself in positions that, you don't want to be in. That's it. I don't want to. Do you want to go eat some Burger King? I don't really like Burger King, but I'll go with you. No. I did that with, Noelle. Calls me early in the morning. Hey, what are you doing? I got some time before I go into the studio. Yeah, I'm totally up. What's going on? So I don't know. I just got some time to kill. You want to go and, go eat some breakfast burritos or something? I was like, I don't eat in the morning, but I can go with you and watch you take down a burrito. Is literally what I told him. But then I went to get him and he's like, no, it's cool. What do you want to do? I was like, what am I going to do? I'm going to go to the graveyard and do all kinds of stuff. You want to roll with me? So what did I do? We ended up, he wanted time to burn, so I took him on my journey. Where did I take him? I took him straight up to Mother Cabrini's shrines first. We drank the water, and I told him to go into that room and let her give him a blessing. It's like, I don't know if you'll feel anything, but I feel like something happens. Even if you just space out, just stand in front of it and just, catch some spirit. I was like, no, come down here. Drink this water, dude. Ask God for forgiveness and shit. Drink that water. Okay, come on. We're gonna drive through the mountains, and we're gonna go up to one of these graveyards, and we're just gonna walk around and, get some healing. It was a cool little adventure. I had him back by 11 o'clock in his studio time, and it was all good. We just went for a ride, wasted a bunch of gas, and talked about healing. I enjoyed it. It's what I do, and I didn't get stuffed with a burrito. He didn't give me the burrito. I would only eat, dude. You know what I miss about California? The California burrito. Oh my god, you can't replicate it, bro. There's only one place that can do it right. Sorry, not sorry. I can't. You can't. Anyways, okay. Stare at the stone because it's all charged with integrity and shit. May divine love bring the capacity and willingness for integrity into your heart, into the hearts of all living beings. May there be peace in all hearts that support choices and integrity for all beings, so the divine plan of love can unfold on the earth with effortless grace. According to divine grace and in service to the divine feminine wisdom evolving through humanity at this time, so it be. Now, your affirmation to say 3 times today is, I enjoy the self-respect and self-possession my integrity awakens within me as I lovingly magnetize my rightful divine inheritance now. One more time. I enjoy the self-respect and the self-possession my integrity awakens within me as I lovingly magnetize my rightful divine inheritance now. Do you hear my stomach? It sounds like a whole thunderstorm. Wait for it. I'll let you. It's crazy. Mr. Plum can hear it from, the other room. Like, dang, do you have a tapeworm? No, there's nothing in there, bro. It just makes noises. All right, last time. I enjoy the self-respect and the self-possession my integrity awakens within me as I lovingly magnetize my rightful divine inheritance. And that's it. In order to get what's rightfully yours, you have to be rightfully you. You have to be right to get what's right. If things ain't right, then you ain't right. What am I missing, God? Why is it, what else am I not seeing? Look harder. And then it's not always, it might not be a seeing. It might be you're still experiencing. You haven't fully experienced the lesson. Okay, I really wanted to stop right there. I'm not going to do the light workers. Why can't we get to this? I don't know, because I haven't found my family of light, to be honest. This card should have been pulled, honestly, over a month ago. We were on number 17, which was the family of light. But every time I go to pull it, it's not what we pull. I tried from here, which was the alchemical transformation. Guys, get these cards. This is another way of the awakening to the light. It teaches you too. What does it start with? I can't make it up. Hold on. Again, I didn't read all these crazy pictures in the beginning. It starts with the awakening, the first ray of power. It talks about, in the Bible, it talks about God or Jesus in the 7 rays. So it goes in the first ray, the second ray, the third ray, the paradigm shift, the 4th ray of harmony, unplugging from mass consciousness, realizing you are a star child, the wisdom of your divine feminine, which is your inner feelings, man or child, the wisdom and understanding of divine masculine. What is the difference inside of you? Action versus feeling. When you're moving, it's automatic divine masculine energy. When you're in a movement and a movement thought or a movement energy, like I need to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, this is what I'm doing. That's all masculine. Okay, now what's your feminine? I feel this, and I feel like this, and I feel like this. What do you think about bitches? Like, damn, that bitch is her and her feelings. I feel. Okay? So you have to tap into your feelings, your divine feminine all day. She's the most important. How do you feel, babe? How do you feel? Are you happy? That's inside of you, not that girlfriend fuck her. She's not happy. She's working through divine masculine energy right now. She just looks pretty. Her masculine's trying to get over on you and everybody else too. Stop it. And that's your divine masculine. You go from your divine feminine, where your wife is like, hey, come cuddle with me. You want to have sex? You want to love? You want a snack? You want to go to the park? You want to go on a date? How do you feel? You know what's a great idea? You know what we should do today? That's your divine feminine. It's inside of all of you. It's that creativity. It's that inner loving, nurturing, happy, I want to squeeze that fat kid's face. I want an ice cream. Oh my God, is that a dog? I love butterflies. Is that a bubble? I want to ride a race car. All that shit. That inner child, all that, that's your divine feminine. There's nothing masculine about being a child. That's your inner child. All those great, wonderful feelings, that's your divine feminine. There's nothing masculine about being a child. Even boys or little girls. They're worse than them. Kind of gross, actually. They are. When you're in your feelings, you're being a little girl. You're being divine feminine. But that's the cool thing, is when you're being full of, you know what I mean, innocence and youthful and joy and laughter, none of that has to do with masculinity. And that's where I'm in here, is like, none of this has to do with a man or woman. We're all in this to win this. Anyways, so you learn about your divine masculine powers. You learn about the eternal now, trusting the plan, us being soul child, trying to ground this energy. Then we start the dark night of the soul. Dun, 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 dun. And that's when shit gets good, right? No, it's when shit gets bad. All right, let's the Lumerians. I can't stop without the Lumerians. I can put all the rest of this away. Notoria, we could read another day. Not really, they're in my hand. The Lumerians I have to read right now. Why? Because I have to. They told me to. Which one are we on the Lumerians? Thanks for the integrity. Great, it got me so far in life. I'm so proud to be me, and nobody likes me still. All right, endless opportunities. That's where I'm at. That's what I told Mr. Plum. I got all these bubbles. I got all of these ideas. That's it. What does it taste like? It tastes very knowledgey, filled with ideas. That's Grug. I have an idea! He's a witch. Kill him. That's what they did. What do you mean, ideas? What is ideas? I don't know. I just come up with stuff. I smack myself in the head with a rock and come up with... Have you guys seen it? Maybe you're the betterments that think you know everything and everything's better because you run this whole situation. You have this whole garden of your own. Till the monkeys. Hey, hey, we're the monkeys! Till the 12 monkeys come and you're all fucked up with the monkeypox. Didn't I tell you guys? Isn't that sad? I don't know if this is the one, though. Remember I told you, hey, guys, there's some kind of pandemic that's going to come around school time. No, this isn't it. I said it comes later. I remember. Somebody sent me a message? Oh, my battery said it's going to die. No, I said that something happens around the holidays. The kids are going to get sick. The kids get sick with some kind of, you know what I mean, some kind of illness, whether it's the flu or something. Something starts getting the kids. Don't forget that that happens. I checked out the monkeypox. That's not what this is. And it's not the time, because I told you, I felt it was like around Thanksgiving, something around there, around like school break. That's when everybody gets sick. Something's going to happen. And this one's going to be dangerous to children. I don't know how to protect them. I don't know. I don't know. I can only tell you what I do know. And I saw that over the summer, and I just want to remind you before I disappear. So watch out for your children. Just keep an eye out for anything, you know what I mean? If they're sick, they got it from school. How did they get sick? Because they were around other sick kids. Didn't you learn anything from COVID? How do you get sick? You go outside and you come in contact with somebody. Maybe start wearing masks again. I don't know. I'm just saying. Social distancing. I don't know. I don't know. I just know that I remember it came out, and I wanted to tell you that because when the monkeypox came in, I was like, is this it? And I was like, no, this isn't it. All right, we're on number 23. Like, something worse comes? Yeah, it's gone. Something always... Oh, on page 66. All right, endless opportunities, decision-making, choices, crossroads. I want to point out Mr. Plum was guided last night to eat tuna. He said, you know, I'm guided to eat a tuna sandwich tonight. It's like, oh, you're at the crossroads. Unrealized opportunities, taking the path of least resistant, heart over mind direction, focused energy, high road or the low road. I'm on the highway to hell. That's what you think. Decisions, options and opportunities. It's wonderful that we have the freedom to choose, but times of indecision can be so hard and almost suffocating. The more we use our mind to battle the pros and cons, the more we move out of our hearts. Often, the best way forward is to step back, do what it takes, and get out of your head and into your body and into your gut feeling can guide the way. This is it. This is what they said in the Kali card. Some of us are being guided to just stay still. Some of you were being guided to move. Some of you are being guided to let go. Some of you are being guided to go in. It was all in my teaching. We're all on different energies. Listen to your heart and go with your flow. Don't do what I'm doing just because I'm doing it and you think you're me. This isn't not what I wanted to do, but what can I do? I'm in a jail cell. What am I supposed to do? I don't know. Work out? Read my Bible. What are you talking about, dude? Not that girl. Ha! Maybe. Ha! Get your body right, girl. Shut up. Anyways. The more we use our minds to battle the pros and cons, blah, blah, blah. When making a choice, you may consider anything that doesn't feel like a total yes as a total no. Perhaps none of the apparent options are right, or any choice could be the right one if you are wholeheartedly picking a direction and giving it your best shot. Hit me with your best shot. All right, I don't have time for singing. When faced with the decision, check where your integrity lies. Peel back all layers to see where you are making your choice from. Are you choosing from fear-based survival or a place of love? Why am I choosing to leave? Because I don't love this place. I know what would make all of us happy. I'm trying to be brave to do what I know will bring happiness to my whole family. And yeah. A choice founded in love can make you feel light, excited, passionate, and give you butterflies. It may be a little scary, but in a good way. You might not make sense of it, or it might not make sense to your mind. It may seem out of your comfort zone and undermine logic. And that's what I told Mr. Plum. Mr. Plum, if it didn't blow up, if something didn't happen, nothing was going to happen. You don't just quit your job. You don't just leave your house. You have to be pushed. It has to be uncomfortable. I don't like my job anymore. I don't like my neighbors anymore. You know what I mean? You have to be pushed. It had to get a little uncomfortable. Luckily, we didn't lose anybody along the way. But, you know, and that's even today. He's like, what are you going to do? Mr. Plum, don't try to change reality. There's nothing to be done. I have to leave. I'm waiting for God. Don't play around. There's not another option. God's the only option right now. You can't go back to where we came from. The low road can look like the safest, easiest path, and that's it. He encouraged me to go try to find another job, to go try harder for a job. Quit playing around, Mr. Plum. You're being, you know, anyways. It may avoid, I was kind about it, he had to face it. It may avoid or lessen immediate pain and confrontation, but it will be long-winded and exhausting. All that's going to do is keep me busy, give me hope in something that won't be, truthfully. And that's why I told him, Mr. Plum, let me ask you, you know this whole town. You know the owners of all these restaurants. Could you go up to them and use all your power and might to ask them to give me a job? Is there somebody out here you think that would let me in to scrub a toilet just so I could get a couple paychecks and leave? Do you know anybody in this town that would let me in? Silence. He knew it. If it was Christian, if it was anybody else, maybe. He could maybe make a phone call. He could maybe talk to a couple people. But me, there's not somebody he could. Because it all comes back to him. What he doesn't realize is that they've already been pointing the finger at him since the beginning. I didn't have the heart to tell him that. That's why God didn't let me go any further. Because if they tried to stop me, they would have ran him out of town too. The high road might look perturbing, that's a word, perturbing, but it will cut through old stories and lead directly to the heart of growth and transformation. When you choose to step forward boldly, it takes courage, but you will discover a place of trust, and that's it. I'm not going to pull my kids out of school. I'm not going to go back to where I started. I'm not going to do this again. Yes, I am. At least I get a chance to do it again, and this time I'll do it better. At least I get a chance to do it again. This time I'll do it better. God's all about second chances. I wanted to win. I didn't win. There was no win to have. I did. I learned. I got stronger. I got better. And that's what I didn't want to come back here to begin with. Don't make me go back to where I started. Exactly how I was. But I promised him I'd do it better. And he was really proud. The first week I got a job and I had housing. But he knows with his uncertainty that this wasn't me, that they didn't let me. He knew it with what happened with housing. He said, I thought that was the most wrong thing that's when I knew everything was wrong, what they did with you with housing. I said, I know, Mr. Plum. If they won't let me into public housing, do you think somebody else is going to rent me a house? Public housing is non-discriminatory. They have to give a house to everyone. Not everyone. Rather than staying small, hiding, or running away, you expand and open yourself to growth. This is where magic happens and synchronicities you could never imagine land in your lap. That's it. You just take the step forward and then the next step will pop up. Jump into that first step. And that's the whole thing of I'm seeing a connect the dot. You only have one dot to go off of until you can find that next dot. But first, you have to step into the unknown and let your heart guide you. What if everything you wanted is right in front of you? Make the important decision to let go of outdated limitations. What could be the worst that happens? Reach for what you want and know it is closer than you realize. And that's it. Do I put all my energy into this town, or I put all my energy to get out and give myself a real chance somewhere else? There's no chance to be had. Let me give myself a chance. Put my pride down and go back to where you came from and start over. Do it better. Do it better. Plan better. It's not to say that I'll win, but I have a better mindset, better chances. That's what it is. Every game. Where's your mind at? What are the chances? Divinatory meaning. We all want to win. We all go out there, right, Lewis? What is your mindset about winning today? We're going to win. We're going to win. We're going to win. We're going to win. Bro, you're at the end of, we're going to win. We're going to win some points. We're going to be okay. We're going to win. We're going to win. We're going to win. How are you going to win? We're going to win. That's our mindset. We're going to win. We're going to win. We're going to win. Deion Sanders, we're going to win. We don't have a losing. We're going to win. We're going to learn some lessons. We're going to get knocked down. We're going to win. We're going to win something. That's that Denzel. I'm taking something. Bitch, I'm from the hood. I'm coming home with something. Something. I'm taking something. Something. We're going to win. What's your mindset? Okay, what are the chances? They ain't looking so good, but I'm going to give it everything I got. I got a lot to give. Loving is what I got. That's it. How can you go wrong with that kind of intention? Yeah, you might look like a fool. Fuck some shit up. But at least you're going from your heart, bro, from the right place. People aren't like, I'm going to do this because if I don't do this, shit is going to get all fucking fucked up. And if I don't do this, and if I don't do this, and if I don't do this. No, I do this because I'm going to do this. Why are you doing it? Because I'm going to win. What are you going to get out of it? I don't know. I'm going to win. I need to learn this. I need to do this. This feels right. I'm part of this. I could be part of this. This is me. I can do this. I can do it better than you. Bitch, you sucked. I know, but I thought I could. But, that's cool. I'll get better. Never mind. This isn't my league. Forget it. I'm going to try something else. I might be a Sagittarius. It's just in us. Anyways, let's keep going. Divinatory meaning. You have options and opportunities you may not have realized. The universe wants you to give what you wants to give you what you want. It is all there. So reach out and wholeheartedly choose it. I choose the lottery. I choose to believe that his touch was better than mine and you touched us both. Because really, if you give it to me, I'm giving it to him too. We're both, that's just how it is. While you sit on the fence, your experiences are diluted or confusing. Yeah, that might be a little. At least I'm hoping for good stuff. I don't know. We live in a time of choices. Sometimes reason and limitation direct our choices, and we feel unfulfilled as a result. Choose life from a place of heart, compassion, and integrity, and you can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. And that's it. Where am I going with this? Going home. Taking my kids home. We're going back to Colorado. I'm not going to fail in Colorado. I'm just going to be smarter about it. How did I fail? I never failed. I gave up. I surrendered. Ew, you hear my tummy? It's hungry. I'm going to give into that one. I'm kind of hungry. I never failed. I just surrendered. I didn't plan for it either. A man showed up at my door and said, "You've got till Monday. Here's $2,000. So I did the quickest thing I could do, and I put us in a hotel as close as I could to the school. Not doing any research, not trying to find a better hotel, not trying to spend the money, not planning. I didn't plan. I went for whatever I could take, and I went straight in. Then I got in there, and I got comfortable, and, God saying that this is what I had to do. Now, he kept providing me with day labors and, ways to provide for myself, but I got tired, and I asked him for another way. And he said, all right, you want to try another way? Then give up. And so I gave up. And I end up here, and I tried this way. And now I'm right here, and I have to give up. And ultimately, I can go into the absolute unknown, just pick a city on a map, roll the dice, and not be smart about this. Or I can take everything that I know and what I've done and accept it might be time to go back to where you started and try it a different way than what you always do. What did I learn the first time? I learned that a hotel was perfect for us. There goes my stomach. That a lot of them were that a lot of the hotels were. That it was perfect because we had everything we needed within that little space, and we were protected. We had all of the amenities to it. It wasn't above. I learned a lot of different things while I was staying there. But at the same time, by the time I looked up and knew that I needed to get a job, it was too late. I had already dug myself into a ditch, forced to make a change. And that's just it. If we look back at the videos, we can see it probably was already done on the moon cycles, because I wasn't fully cycling on the moons, and the understanding of every time this moon comes, you're going to have to lose everything. Have you not been paying attention? Once it's full, it's time to release. You build up only to release everything and build up again. Some of them you can hold for a season. You can hold this energy, you can hold on to this dream, you can hold on to this reality for this season. But the one constant is everything changes. Does that mean I have to keep changing my fucking address? No. I spent, the whole winter season and the whole school season in one place last year. There's certain seasons where it's permittable to move around and move about. But during the crone season, no, you're supposed to be in hibernation. I didn't have a place to go when I went back to Colorado last time. My sister, this is where I'm at, and it happened every time. Where do you go? I go home, but I don't have a home. It is my home. When I first lost my house, and I came down here, I didn't know where to go, and then God provided a way, and I went to Wisconsin. I got kicked out of Wisconsin, and God told me she was going to kick me out, and the only thing he said was go home, so I went back to Colorado. I got there, did a praise, was there a day or two. No, one day. My brother heard, I talked to my brother. He sent me a bunch of money, and I was going to head to California. On the way to California, the whole plan got changed. I was going to go to see my daughter in San Diego, and that didn't work. My sister in San Francisco, or the Bay Area, not in San Fran, but pretty much, invites me in. So then I go up there and I spend 2, maybe 3 weeks. I believe I told her 2. She was strict about it. The 2 weeks comes up. She sees I'm not getting a job. I have no plans. She secretly, covertly calls my brother, and he sends me, hey, I talked to Tony. He's going to cash up some money so that you can be out of here next weekend. I had nowhere to go, but I had money. All right, I'm going to go home. So I go home. I spent a night at Red Rocks, same thing that happens. I spent the night there. The next day, I'm guided to go to Chris's house just to ask him if I can use the pool. I ended up living there for 8 months, 6 to 8 months. I don't know how long, most of the school year. I don't know, but home is there. I can make home anywhere there. We'll be okay. And you know what I mean? And that's what it was. It's like before, this is what I did differently. This is what I'm going to do differently. Before, all I worried about is if I could get a roof over my head, then I could get a job. I'm going to try it differently. Get the job, and then you'll get the roof. That's what I'm going to do differently. Everywhere I went, all I needed was a roof over my head, and then I could get a job. Let's try this a different way. Let's see if it works the other way. And if it doesn't work, well, then I'm no worse than here. I have a better chance of begging for help out there than here. I could literally stand on the corner with a sign for help. Nobody's going to help me here. Nobody's going to help me here, dude. They don't want me. They don't have no compassion, understanding, love. At least out there, you know what I mean? There's some compassion to be had. They're a mile higher. Hey, my fucking phone is 10% lower. That's what that means. And, you know, so ultimately, yeah, I blew the cover. Where am I going? I'm going home. But not to a home that I ever had before. But yeah, you'll probably catch me on the rocks if I'm there. But that's happened before. Ask them. I'll tell them I'm coming home, and then I'm gone within a day or two. You missed me. I was only there for, you know, I'm not there for a long time, just a short time. I might get there and find my golden nugget and, you know, roll out. I don't know, but that's where I know. I got to go back home. I got to go back to where I started. I've learned my lessons, and I've got to go back to the rocks. And that goes back to it yesterday. Actually, it was the other video. I was like, I know what rocks they're talking about. Yeah, it was the runes. I was like, I know what rocks they're talking about. I have to take these gifts. I have to go back and recharge. I don't know, guys. And again, you don't understand, and I'm not going to make you. But we'll be just fine. And that's it, because we got God on our side. We're not selling our souls and our integrity just to, you know, have a roof over our head and some food in our belly. We're going to do it right by God's word. So, hey, love you guys. My phone's going to die. Catch you later. Haters. Bye.